This segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. Southern Woods and Waters, and my guest tonight is John Schaeffer, really good friend of mine. John, at the beginning of the show, we talked about you love to troll. During the hot summer times. It's a way that you can stay cool, a little breeze blowing, you're not going to give up so quick, and you produce a lot of fish.
Right.
It produces quite a few fish. Nice fish too. I've seen you bring some 5-pounders out, 5 and 6 pounders.
There was some other pictures in that, of those 11, there was 2 that were 15 inches.
Oh my goodness. Big crappie.
That's 2 and 1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So.
Well, now, help our audience in knowing, first off, this time of year, where should they be concentrating?
So if you're going, let's say you go out to Priest, I would look on Priest, you know, marker buoys is a good stuff. You know, it's probably going to be marking some channel somewhere, obviously. But, and with that, somebody may have planted some brush, you know, and there's drop-offs, things like that. But electronics is everything with trolling, like it is with a lot of fishing now. But you would start there, look at your maps before you leave, and see where those areas are, you know, those points, those channel swings, those buoy markers, all that. And there's a couple spots between Hong Kong and Four Corners that I hit where it's deep on each side, and there's, you know, there's some cut throughs over there that they're still pretty deep. Some
ditches and stuff, and you stay on top. Hey, we got a special caller here, Rob from South Carolina. How are you doing? South Dakota. Oh my goodness, Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing good. Just a little bit further north.
Okay, just a little bit. I thought they said South Carolina.
So
this is your buddy.
This is my best friend from high school.
And how did he know you were going to be on this show?
Well, we talk a little bit during the day. My wife says he's my second wife.
Oh, okay. So now, Rob, was he always been a good fisherman?
I have to say that, yeah, he has put his time in.
Now, Rob.
Now up here, up here, it was all pike and walleye, but you know, we head out together and throw that red and white daredevil and
That's true.
see what we could find back in the day.
Well, here's the good news. He's coming in September.
Oh, okay. He's coming to
Nashville. All the stuff we're talking about.
And
yes.
That's why I'm calling in. So I'm coming in September, and now watching your show online, I have high expectations. I want to know
he's ex-Marine,
what we're going to do in September when I'm out there, because you know, he's going to have to put together one heck of a game plan.
He sure is.
I do.
I would, you know, about August, about the middle of August, that pressure ought to be turned up just a little bit. Well, you're in for a treat, because September usually is a great month, especially for all species of fish.
Absolutely.
But now you got to take them to the canyon.
We're going. I don't know if you know that yet. I call him Bobby. That's his high school name. But
based on what I saw, I'm and the pictures, I'm ready to go.
He's ready, huh? All right. Well, Rob, is he always been this way, to where he's always caught fish?
You know, I could tell you hundreds of stories when he and I would stop on the side of the road on our way duck hunting and pull out a fishing pole and try just some areas we've never tried before and catching fish. So,
and forget about the duck hunting, huh?
Bob, I call him Bobby, high school name. But
the duck hunting's great up here, so you're welcome to come up whenever and bring that guy with you.
I will. I'd be glad to. That would be awesome. Like I said, I've never duck hunted, but I'm willing to try.
Absolutely.
Well, Rob, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you. You guys have a great time.
All right. We look forward to seeing you in September.
See you.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. We thought that was a nice little surprise.
Have you ever had a call from South Dakota here?
No, I've never had I had a call from Alaska once.
Did you?
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Now, he can catch some fish too, you know, so.
Well, now South Dakota's got the pike and muskie and smallmouth.
And they troll.
And they troll, don't
For
they?
walleye.
They troll.
Yep, absolutely.
Walleyes being one of the king fishes up there that everybody likes to go for.
Walleye and a lot of perch fishing.
Now they do
Yellow
the
perch.
green perch and yellow perch.
Yellow
Perch. Okay, yellow
Yep.
perch.
Yep.
Oh,
And I think they're in that cousin kind of of the walleye. You know, if you look at them, they're obviously a lot smaller, but they got that shape. But they're good eating too.
they're awesome to eat. And so when he comes down, what are you going to do with him right down here?
Well, I got Caney lined up, probably Priest lined up, and we're going to the Titans and Vikings game.
Oh,
I'm going for the trifecta is what I'm going for.
So which side are you going to sit on? You going to sit right in the middle of the Titan fans?
I'm loyal. He's loyal. I've seen Fran Tarkenton run for his life since I was a kid. I'm just saying,
I'll have to say, you do wear the Viking
You've seen the hat.
memorabilia. I do.
I got it.
That's your lucky fishing hat.
It is my lucky fishing hat. Now, when the Titans aren't playing the Vikings, it's a different story.
It's a different story. All right. Back to the trolling. You use a lot of deep diving crankbaits,
Yes.
but not like what a lot of people will say the DD22, which is a great big one.
No.
You use smaller ones.
I use smaller. Well, Strike King, his 3XDs is at good range, I think. There's some crappie. It's kind of a crop. For me, it's been good for crappie. There's some crappie style baits. And basically, it's still that smaller profile with that longer bill. And for people who haven't thrown them, for new users of any crankbait, that longer bill, obviously it will get it down deeper. So that's very important in trolling because you can troll all day with a square bill, a 1.5. You're going to be this far, but you just
it don't
burning
matter how
gas.
much line you got out.
So and look at it, throw it in, just see how deep it goes. With any lure, see how it falls, so
it's mainly a trial and error kind of thing.
I make adjustments probably every time that I'm out there. I really do. Because the wind will pick. It's just.
Though, if you've got say 40, if you got say 30 yards behind the boat, and you got your but you're still not getting anything, and will you give it an extra 10 or 15 feet just to see if you can drop it down a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah, I have.
And sometimes that means...
Yep. And that is, too, back to the sonar, is, if you're going over a big drop, I got my two. I actually use two bait casters because I got 7'10" and they get out wide for me.
Right.
And there's 12-pound fluorocarbon. Helps, sink a little bit quicker, faster, and stay down there. But so those sometimes I will let out a little farther if there's a drop. And so if I know if those two outside are hitting and the two in the back are shallow, you're saying, okay, I need to drop these two, let more line out. So and so I'm always making adjustments, and that's also why I got the two spinning gear out the backside, 20-pound braid with generally 12-pound mono or something on it, because if I rip through brush, that's what I want to do, rip through. I don't want that thing to take. And your lure's gone. So people think crappie trolling, 6-pound. No, you gotta. That's just what works for me.
You can lose a lot of baits.
A lot of baits. Now, if you're doing traditional, over brush pile, split shot to minnow,
that's different.
Your 4 pounds,
different.
It's different. So
but when you're trolling 10 and 12-pound tests,
my spinning, I got 20-pound braid with a 12-pound leader I tie on with a Albright knot.
Right.
So that's what I do, and then I got 12-pound on the bait casters.
Okay.
So I don't have anything under 12, really ever.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And in trolling speeds, you said 1.8,
1 point. I got one. Yeah, that's about the little honey hole. What I figured is 1.8. If you got live bait, or some will troll, little jigs. Yeah. And you're under 1 mile an hour with them, because that's a whole different ball game. I don't troll in the wintertime, a little bit of that, but that is. Not much weight. Those little jigs, one out.
Oh yeah, they'll rise on you quick.
They'll rise, so you got to go under a mile. 0.8 is kind of the hot button that I've seen with that. So, but with these crankbaits and that water temperature, if you do this in March, April, that water temperature is still, probably 70, you're not going to. They're probably still on the bank anyway.
Yeah.
But 80 degrees is for trolling summertime on Old Hickory too. That it livens them up. It's always been kind of hovering around 80. Now I was out last time, it was 86, 87. I mean, it was bathwater warm. So,
I'm telling you.
And it works.
It still works.
Still works.
The trolling works.
They got to eat too.
now, and I know for a fact you like Cedar Creek area. I mean, you're not necessarily always in the river.
No,
You like some deep creeks too, with the bends and everything, and the channel points on the creeks.
Yeah, because Cedar Creek, I mean, that's 30 foot. There's some docks over there that might be touching 40, maybe in those some of those, So, but all those areas are good, really good. You just got to get out there.
And those docks will allow shade also, so they can get up under there too. So, pretty much, if you think like that, you can alleviate a lot of water.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just can't go out. I mean, you have to have a plan when you're trolling. Just don't get in your boat and twiddle your thumbs. And look at the maps and start, like I was telling you, those river channel swings, because it's this time of year. If you're not there, I mean, it's just you're just not in the right spot. I mean, it is. I think it's crucial. Since I've been out, it's been 20 feet, 25 on Priest, like clockwork. I don't know why right now, because it has varied through the years. But right now, that's where I've been.
That's where they are.
On those right off the creek channel or river channel, not too far from
25 foot.
I go over 30 yards, 20 yards, and it could be 60. I mean, I don't want to be in there though.
No,
because they're just sitting off and they're going back. So,
but the feeders are up there in that 2025.
And it's after the 2025, there's probably some flat generally sitting.
That's right.
With shad, they bust them. You've seen it, bass. So
they'll come after them.
Yeah. So they're going that way, this way. So I'm right in between.
That's awesome.
That's where I like to be.
All right. So, well, I tell you what, we've got to. What did you say, Courtney? Our tip of the week. We got to do our tip of the week. So. Give us one, John, because
a good one.
You really like that color.
This is a good one. So, if you're on Priest.
Wait a minute, I got to say, tip of the week is being brought to you by Davidson County Farmers Co-op. I'm not doing my job over here, but Davidson County Farmers Co-op. Hey, Scott Cooper said, tell everybody, come October 1st, he's going to have a big outing out there at the Davidson County Farmers Co-op. It is their Customer Appreciation Day. He said, tell everybody, come on out there October 1st, write it down on your calendar, show up out there at the Davidson County Farmers Cooperative. We're going to be there. I'll be there with Scott, shaking hands, kissing babies, and all that kind of stuff. And Scott said that I could test the grill. so we look forward to that. Well, what do you got now for a tip?
All right, so if you're on Priest, this is one of my secrets right here.
I know, that's why I'm so willing to share.
So if you're on Priest, these two crankbaits, for whatever reason, they're loving. And it's a really lot of pearl in it, but a purple, some kind of purple back, lavender back.
Hold just right there, down, just right there. Right there.
Maybe it's because it's a Viking color, that purplish. I don't know, but
do you have to bring that up?
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Really?
So, but these two, lavender, pearl, and this is, I believe, just like a Tennessee shad color. That little black or that purple right there. I'm Priest trolling. 5 to 1, 4 to 1. I don't. They're loving it right now.
They like that purple, don't they?
They like it, and there is that in
the same way.
Yeah.
Gunnersville loves purple.
Yeah. So that's a good tip there to start. I mean, I've used a lot of natural shad patterns, and for some reason, that purple
works best.
I'll be switching them out. I had them all purple at one point.
Not a Viking, not a Viking lover.
No.
Hey, we got to take a quick break, visit some of our fine sponsors again. When we come back, Marty's in the house along with Joy. They've got a recipe, something about, was it Junkyard Dogs or Gnarly Dog or something like that. You got to see it to believe it. Come on back with more of Southern Woods and Water.